guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your month ahead reading, August 2022. So, as you can see, I am back on screen. Usually, these days, as you know, I show my hands, and I only do it because I really love just showing the cards. I just love kind of talking through the cards and, showing you what the cards look like. I'm not a fan of just holding cards up. I literally like to show you what the actual spread looks like that I'm doing. But I thought, wouldn't it be nice just to kind of connect with the audience a little bit? Wouldn't it be nice just to kind of talk to the audience, kind of like, and just really sort of connect on a facial level with the audience? So yeah, that's why I'm back on now. I don't know how long it'll be for. Sometimes you'll see me and sometimes you'll see the cards. It just depends, whether it's a week that I really feel like coming on screen. If not, then, you'll see the cards and you'll see the actual spread. But I just thought it would be a really nice thing to do this week, just to kind of come back and kind of connect and say hello again. The other thing to say is, for those of you who have joined me on Patreon, I know there's only a small amount of you. I've paused Patreon for the time being. It was just getting a bit too much having to do that additionally with everything else that I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the tarot at the moment, not just private clients, but I have other projects and things in the works. So I'm focusing on those things as well. And with the added responsibility of trying to record Patreon as well, I just thought, you know what? I think that's going to need to go for the time being. So for those of you who have joined me on Patreon, thank you very much. But I've paused it now indefinitely. This week, guys, also we're doing August 2022 for each of the signs. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be on screen first talking to you guys and about what I'm seeing. And also we're going to then pan the camera down onto the cards and you'll actually see the spread. So you get the best of both worlds. I'll be on as well as showing you the actual spread. So I think that's everything said. It's really good to be back on YouTube. I know I haven't been around that much. I took a good while off actually. I think it must have been 6 months. I just wasn't feeling doing it at that time. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I just needed a complete and utter break away from it. But for those of you guys that are left and are still watching the videos, I know there aren't many of us, but thank you very much. I'm hoping that the videos benefit you guys in some way. If you'd like to order a reading with me, click on the link in the comment section below of your reading. And yeah, let's get on with it and let's see what's happening for the month of August. Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope you guys are really well. So yeah, what we're going to do on this reading is we're going to shuffle the cards as I'm doing now. I'm going to lay one card at the top of the desk. And then we're going to ask, what is it that you need to be focusing on? So we're going to ask what you need to focus on for the month of August, lay the first card down, shuffle again, and then ask the universe to show the story around this. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. And if you'd like to order a private reading with me, click on the link in the comment section below. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, then, Pisces, let's have a look. What do you need to be focusing on for August? Justice. For some of you guys, it's getting justice. It's getting, justice is a funny card. It can be a legal thing. For some of you guys, so perhaps there's a need to get some legal justice for some of you guys. Perhaps you need to get a wrong righted, for example, with justice energy. Perhaps that there's a need to focus on getting the truth, because justice is all about fairness, balance, and truth. So perhaps there's a need to focus on getting the truth of a matter. Perhaps there's a need to focus on standing up for what you believe in. What is your truth? What are your values? What is it that you believe in? What is it that you adhere to? Perhaps there's a need to try and to get some form of balance or to try and mediate a situation with the justice energy. Perhaps there's a need to focus on getting rewards for hard work, which is what justice is, or just rectifying the situation here with the justice card. There's many things you can look at with the justice energy here. But usually for me, justice is all about divine, it's about getting justice, whether it's you've worked hard on something and now it's time to be rewarded, or whether it's, getting your justice, something's happened to you, something's been done to you. So it's about getting this thing right, this thing righted in your favor. Justice is all about something being done in the person's favor, or whoever it is that's querying it. What is the situation around this? Well, the Fool. So the Fool is something new. So perhaps some of you guys have started a new path, a new journey Perhaps there's a new opportunity here with the justice, with the fall energy that some of you guys have been focusing on with the fall energy showing there, because it's about new beginnings, new opportunities. Um, oh, the Seven of Swords. You know, I just feel that uh, the Seven of Swords is usually deceptive. It's usually a liar card, a deception card. I mean, Seven of Swords can be very good as well. It's not always a bad card. Sometimes this can just be that somebody is, you know, they're getting away with something, for example. It's a manipulative card. It's the card of being clever. It's the card of being bright, having been smart, being calculating with the Seven of Swords. But it feels to me like there's been a new opportunity here. But that Seven of Swords, it feels like the opportunity is something that isn't right. It feels like there's something here that is quite deceptive with the Seven of Swords. However, the other way to look at this, though, is that both cards, I think that both are ruled by Aquarius or Uranus or something like that, but they're both freedom cards as well. These cards deal with the concept of independence, individuality, and freedom. So looking at them together, perhaps there's something to do with freedom here. It depends on what the other cards are around this, Pisces. No, I think that there is an opportunity here. Some of you guys have been looking for an opportunity to escape this. The Edge of Swords is feeling trapped. Now, it is a mental card, so often the trap is only in the person's mind, but this can literally be a prison. It can literally be where you feel that your hands are tied, everything is tied, and you can't get out. It could be a literal situation. And I think with the Fall energy, you've been looking for an opportunity to escape. Seven of Swords is a good card when it comes to escaping things, to escape the. And the thing with the Seven of Swords, because I think it's ruled by Aquarius, it's all about being independent and being free. Okay? The Eight of Swords is ruled by Saturn, so this is all about chains, you know, and being bound. But the Seven of Swords likes its freedom, and so does the Fool. They're very similar, as I mentioned at the start of the reading. So I actually feel that this is about some of you guys, Pisces, been looking out for opportunities, or you've got an opportunity to escape a situation that is keeping you very bound and very kind of restricted. Because the Ace of Swords is all about restrictions. The Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is exploring, it's expanding. You've got the Knight of Cups. To me, this looks like a need to explore your dreams here, because the Knight of Cups is the dreamer of the tarot as well, and the Three of Wands is explore. So there's a need for you guys to explore your dreams. I think that this is an opportunity in which you can escape from a situation that is keeping you bound and literally explore your dreams. For some of you guys, it could be going abroad, because the Knight of Cups travels overseas and the Three of Wands travels abroad. So it could literally be something about traveling abroad for some of you guys as well. The Emperor. So the Emperor usually talks about rules and regulations and structure and order. Or it could be a person. Okay, so I see the order of things changing here. I see the order of your life perhaps changing with that Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Coins. So Ten of Coins, accomplishment, the family, long-term relationships, financial security. Queen of Wands. It looks like there's a. I don't know whether this is. I mean, the Queen of Wands isn't you, but this can sometimes like be something of a business partner or working with somebody here. But you've got a Star card with her as well. But the Queen of Wands and the Star. This is somebody who's famous. I don't think that. I mean, for some of you guys, it might be working with somebody who's famous. For example, you could potentially be working with somebody who's famous. Um, I think the order of your life is going to change. Um, the Ten of Coins can be financial achievement, financial goals, achieving financial goals, find a huge amount of money through. This could be somebody who's famous, this Queen of Wands and the Star energy. But also, it feels like the Star is highlighting something here. The Queen of Wands is your skill. Ten of Coins. You've got the Wheel and the Ten endings, but the order is going to change. Ten of Coins. It could be money, it could be the family here. I don't think the Queen of Wands is a person in this reading. I actually think Pisces it's you, but I think it's you showing as the Queen of Wands here. Um, I get the impression your skills as that Queen of Wands energy, your skills, your abilities, your talents becoming recognized with the star. So it feels like the order, and it feels like the Ten of Coins is more about the family. So it feels like the order of things within the family is going to change as you become more recognized here. Your skills become more recognized, or um, perhaps this is rising up the ladder. Perhaps you're in charge of something here with this Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins could be, but Ten of Coins to me looks like it's more the family card to me on this one. And the order. So it's almost like the order of your day will change. The things that you do around the family is about to change. It's about with the wheel is kind of spinning things out of control here. So the order is about to change. Things about to spin out of control with the family um, as you become more in demand, or as you become more kind of um, recognized, and that type, because the star recognizes things. And then you've got this Queen of Wands energy showing there, who is somebody who is in a place of power as well. And she's very skilled and she's very capable and all of those things. But it feels like with the star energy, as your star is almost like as if your star is elevated, as your star is more elevated as this Queen of Wands energy, things will start kind of becoming a little bit more topsy-turvy within the family. So, do you know what I think this is? Pisces. I actually feel that the focus this month has to be to do with doing what's right, justice. So I think that you need to focus on doing what is right, the right thing, because there is an opportunity here, as I've mentioned, for you to escape something that you've been tied into and to literally explore your dreams. But I think it's telling you that something, it comes at a bit of a price, I think, on this reading. And that means that the order of your life, the order of your family, your everyday mundane life is going to change. And things are going to kind of spin a little bit out of control here. Okay. But I feel that this position that you're going into with this Queen of Wands energy is going to be one that is, I think it's almost like as you become more recognized, or sometimes the star of the Queen of Wands is somebody very popular. I don't think this is somebody else. I think this is you. I could have read this as somebody else here. Um, the star looks like it's your highest purpose. And the Queen of Wands looks like it's in servitude. So it almost like looks like to me you're fulfilling your highest purpose here. But it just means that the order of your life is going to be spun completely out of control as you go on this journey of fulfilling your highest purpose here. Because I think that wherever you are right now, Pisces, is not where you're meant to be. But I think that this is going to come with a great deal of, I think it's going to just come with a great deal of sacrifice. Surprising, actually, that we don't see a hangman here, but I don't think we really need a hangman in this reading. I just feel that there's a lot of sacrifices that will need to be made in this situation here, because you're going to have to sacrifice certain things to do with family. If you've got partners, any of you guys, they're probably not going to be, you know, they're probably not going to be very happy with this, because it means that there's a big change on the horizon. And some of this could also involve travel. We have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and also the Star card, and also the Knight of Cups in this quadrant. Three of Wands is travel, Knight of Cups is travel overseas, Queen of Wands is travel, and the Star is distance. So I actually feel that this could probably involve a lot of distance and distancing yourself from family members. But if you've got a husband, long-term boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, children, there could be that as well. But I think that this is why you've got to focus on doing what is right. In other words, I mean, justice is not about the heart. You might go into a court of law as a lawyer, and you might like, you know, the defendant or whatever, depending on what side you're on. But it might be that you have to ask that defendant a lot of hard hitting questions, because it's not based on that the defendant smiles at you. It's based on, did they murder this person or not? So it's all about doing what is right. And that's what justice is. It's about doing what is right, what is fair. What we're going to do now, we're going to hone the camera down on the cards, and we're going to just finish off discussing this reading.
Oh, hi Pisces. So we're going to do, this is the layout of the reading. Obviously I wanted to show you guys your spread. So this month, August, there needs to be a focus on doing justice, focus on justice. So justice, as I've mentioned, is doing the right thing. You know, it's what is fair for you, what makes sense to you, what is it that makes you feel balanced, you know. It could also be the need to mediate as well, because justice is the need to kind of mediate between two different things. It's about getting those scales just right. So it could also be not just doing what is right for you, but also making sure that whatever it is, whatever decisions you make are also going to benefit other people around you. Okay. And I think amidst this, it's all about, it looks to me like there's an opportunity with the Fool for you to escape with the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands, not Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, it is a card of deception, but it's also a card about running away and escaping. And if you look here, the Eight of Swords is directly behind. So we have, as I've mentioned when I was talking before, the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords are completely two different vibes. One is where you escape. This is a card about freedom. I think it's ruled by Aquarius. Freedom and independence. Okay, individuality, the Seven of Swords. The Eight of Swords is being bound, being stuck, being limited. The Seven of Swords has no limitations. Okay, it's left behind, you know, two swords. Perhaps the two swords don't serve its purpose, you know. Perhaps he doesn't want the two swords. Perhaps it's not necessary for him to have two swords and only the five, you know. But nevertheless, he's escaping the ties, the bounds, the limitations. So you've got an opportunity to escape something that is tying you down here, I think, Pisces here. And this is going to allow you, I think, with the Three of Wands, to really explore new horizons. Perhaps this involves travel, as I mentioned. Three of Wands, Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a traveller overseas, but also he's a dreamer. So perhaps he's going to allow you with the Three of Wands to explore the dreams that you've always had, Pisces, with the page with the Knight of Cups. But I think here that the order, so you've got this kind of system with the Emperor energy and the mundanity of the Ten of Coins, you know, the family, doing the traditional things that families do. And then you've got this wheel that goes round. So we have two cards that are very sort of fixed, the Emperor and the Ten of Coins. There's a tradition to both cards. But in the middle, you have this wheel that kind of throws everything out, because this doesn't fix itself, the Wheel of Fortune. It's always going round. So it's almost like it's about to throw into a little bit of disarray this normality, this tradition with the Emperor and the order, the tradition, the everyday things that you do, the system that you've built up within the family or wherever it is that you are. All of whatever you've built up, the system that you've built up with the Emperor and the Ten of Coins, with the family, with the work, whatever it is about to be thrown into a bit of disarray here with that wheel. But I think that this is something that has to happen if you're going to accomplish, because the 10 is also accomplish or establish. If you're going to establish yourself, perhaps as this Queen, perhaps if you're going to establish yourself in a higher position here, because I think, or in a position that allows you to kind of follow your creative arc, or to embark on a position that allows you to have some form of kind of creative or whatever responsibility, that kind of, perhaps this is a new role for some of you guys where it's, perhaps you're in a higher position. Perhaps this is something that has to be sacrificed, because the wheel is throwing out the Emperor and that 10 of discs, the 10 of Pentacles, two cards that don't really move. They stay the same. There's a tradition, there's a system to both of these energies here, but that wheel throws it all out. But I feel that it has to happen if you are about to followed this trajectory. I think with this Queen of Wands and the Star, often this is a woman who is in the public eye, for example, here. So perhaps the position that some of you guys are going into is going to put you in a higher level, or you're going to be more in the public, or you're going to be in a place where you're much more, your profile is much more higher. You're going to be recognized by others. It might be some of you guys you've been able to protect your families from this, but this is all thrown out now that some of you guys are perhaps being more placed into the public eye, or perhaps a woman here who is in the public eye, or a woman here who's famous is about to disrupt all of the things that you have tried to protect, because it feels that either this is being brought on by somebody who's putting you in a position, or this is you here that is now going to be in this position here. Okay, so it feels that you may be in this position here, and I feel that because of that, this Emperor and this 10 here is about to be thrown out. Things are about to spiral out of control a little bit here, because you're about to be in a position here that is, not only is it your life purpose, it's on your trajectory, it's your soul's purpose, it's your life purpose, but also it's about to throw you out there, into a place that perhaps you've never been before, into a place where you'll be recognized by others. But with fame and with fortune comes sacrifice often, and this is why I feel that the universe is saying to you that Pisces, you have the opportunity to escape that 8 of Swords. You have the opportunity to escape the 8 of Swords. Something that's probably boring, tying you down, that type of thing. Some of you guys might be feeling tied down by family responsibilities here. Okay. And perhaps want to just change up the order and the routine of things. Explore your dreams. As I've said, travel. 3 of Wands, Knight of Cups. These are both travel cards. So the Queen of Wands, and this is distance. Travelling off to far off places. Some of you guys may have the opportunity to travel off to somewhere very far, to explore new things. To become popular, famous, to be on the world stage perhaps for some of you guys. But it's going to come with a sacrifice. But so I think for this month, you have to do what's right. Or you have to, there's 2 things. You either focus on doing what you feel is right for you, or you focus on trying to get some common ground between you and the people that will be sacrificed once you're in this trajectory here. Because this is either mediation or it's doing what is right. So there just needs to be a focus on, is this right for you? How does it benefit you? Is it going to benefit others? If you feel that there's going to be a lot of sacrifice here, how can you mediate? How can you try and get some form of balance here? How can you serve yourself as well as serving others? How can you do that? Okay. I feel that whatever it is that you are offering with this Knight of Cups energy is going to be very much received by others. I think that with this Star energy and the Star, I think that you're going to be very highly recognized and are highly sought over with that Knight of Cups for whatever it is that you're bringing to this new role, to this new thing here. Okay. I also feel with this Queen of Wands energy, whatever this position is for you, I feel that with the 3 of Wands, there's more to be done, because 3 of Wands is progress. So you won't just stop at being the Queen of Wands energy. You're going to go further with that 3. You're going to progress further. But it will probably come at a price, I think, to the normality that you have right now. Things are going to just change beyond recognition for you, and where you had a life of normality with the 10 of Coins and the Emperor and everything was very ordered and systematic, this wheel would just throw it all out. But I think as well, if you avoid the opportunity, because this can avoid as well, if you avoid the opportunity of the Fall energy, you'll remain with whatever it is that you have right now. You'll limit your ability to expand yourself and expand and explore. This is also you'll limit your ability to explore your dreams if you avoid doing this thing as well. But it's completely down to you if this resonates with you. Let's have a look at your spiritual reading. So yeah, this is a month for either doing what's right or focusing on some form of a solution that can be made. I'm going to use the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. What is the advice that you have? What is the advice that you have for Pisces? Wow, it says it's not the right time. Why is it not the right time? That's really interesting. Why is it not the right time? If that's the case, perhaps this is a need to weigh up the pros and cons of the situation, because it's up to you. But it's not saying it's not giving you a reason. It's saying the universe is saying whatever this is, it may not be the right time, but of course it's up to you, which is why we have justice. You have to do what is right for you. What is right for you? Perhaps it isn't the right time, but what do you feel? Because you are a free spirit. You have free will. So I think you've just got to kind of make a decision that is based on what you think. Okay. All right. That's it. Take care, babes. Love you. Bye.